Hey everybody, welcome back to Craps University. Today we're going to talk about a strategy called controlled chaos, and it's very chaotic. So this one, we can play the pass line or the don't pass with odds. You'll do 110 inside, and once you hit this twice, you can either go and do buys on the 4 and 10, or you can lay bets on the 4 and 10. It's up to you. Another thing you can do is you can throw out hard ways, world bets, or yo's right here. So this is a pretty fun one. You're spreading all over the place. You could do any 7 as well, any craps, but yeah, very chaotic, and that's why they call it controlled chaos. And after we pick up our dice, and we got $2,500 bankroll, we're going to do pass line. All right, coming out. And 4 for the hard, or 8 the hard way. So with this, our 110 inside, since we've got the 8 on the pass line, we can go $80 inside. We can play max odds or whatever odd sizing you would like. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times odds, it really is up to you on how you're playing your game. All right. So we are looking for 2 hits before we do anything else. And 3 craps. Nothing. And 7 out. All right. Worst case scenario for us, happens a lot. If this would have been a don't, we would have won, but we did not choose that way. And we're going to do the pass line again. And coming out. And 8 again. We're on. We'll throw out our odds. We will do our 80 across again. And we're rolling. And 7 out. All right. Bad news for us. And watch this. I'm going to switch to the don't pass on the next one. And we're coming out. And 5. Now we're going to put out our 85 on the inside. We're looking for those 2 hits. We got a don't pass on the 5. We can put 100 odds down. And 7 out. All right, we lose our 85 and we get paid $66. We get paid 2 for every 3. There's our 66. And we get 66 on the back. 1-to-1 on the front. Gives us $91 and we lose 85. And we'll stay on the don't. It's kind of a hedge for us. All right, and we're coming out. And 7. Take the don'ts. And 8 the hard way. Let's put down 120. That's divisible by 6. And then we're going to drop our 80 bucks. We're looking for 2 hits so we can get to that next. And there we're shooting. And 5. All right, that's hit number 1. Take that and rack it. And 9. $25 pays 35. Take it and rack it. All right. So here's what we got do. If we hit one of these, we can press. We can move to the 4 and 10. We can play a world bet, dark side, ante 7, dark side. We can go for a yo. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay 200 on the 4. 200 pays 100. And 4. 4 the hard way. Bam. Down the tubes. All right. What are we going to do? Let's progress up to 400. And 8. That's the point. Boy, getting throttled on this one, aren't we? All right, we're back on the don't. Looking for a point. And 5. 5's the point. I'm going to leave that 5 there. And we'll put out an 8. Actually, let's just take that back. We still got our lay-in. And 6. 6 the hard way. And we're going to press that to 60. And 7. 7 out. All right, forgot our odds down there. That's too bad. The dealer swipes up all this. We've got 400. 400 pays 200. We get all this back and rack it. We didn't get into any of the prop bets, but that's an option as well. Our don'ts open. We're looking for a point. And yo, that's a loser for the don't. And 6. Point is on. We're going to do 120 again as odds. We will also throw our 85 down. And we're looking for 2 hits. And 7 out. All right, we lose all of this. $120 pays 100 and 1-to-1 on the front. We get all this back. All right, let's keep her going. And we're looking for a point. 7. Take the don'ts. And 8. 8 came the hard way. We can do 120 odds again. We're looking for 2 hits. 12 craps. Midnight. And 6. $30 pays 35. And 8, that's the point. And we're coming out. And 5. We'll move our 8 there. We'll throw a cap in. We can do 100 odds. And 6. That's hit number 2. Pick that up. And we're going to lay 500 on the 4. And 10. Glad I didn't lay the 10. And 6. We'll press that up to 60. And 6. $60 pays 70. We'll go to 90. We'll rack 40. And 8. $30 pays 35. We'll press it up to 60. And 8 the hard way. And pays 70. Press that up to 90. And 7 out. $100 pays 66. That's basically 100 divided by 3. You round it down to 99. That's 33 a unit. Gives you the 66. You get paid 2 for every 3. And we pick that up. and we rack it. And our lay bet, we of course lose all of this juice. And our lay bet's 500, so we get paid 250. We can rack that black up. All right, one more roll. And 6. Forgot to put the don't down there. We're on the 6. And with that, we can put 125 down. And we're looking for a hit. And 10. 10 came easy. And 11 yo. And 8. We will just collect this. 30 pays 35. And 5. 25 pays 35. We'll just pick it up and collect. That looks like a $600 delay on that 4. And 11 yo. Nothing happening. And 8. 8 came easy. We'll press that up to 60. We'll rack that 5. Let's give the dealer back some change. And 6, that's the point. We lose the don't pass. Points off. We'll play another DP. All right. And we're coming out. And 8. 8's the point. We'll move our 8 over to the 6. We'll drop another 125 in odds. And 5. Fever 5. 25 pays 35. We press it up. And 6. 60 pays 70. Bump that up to 90. We rack that. And 6. $90 pays $125 or $120. That's $125. We're gonna donate that to the casino. We're gonna press that up to 100. And 120 we'll make that. And we rack that up. And there we go. And 7 out. 100 behind. Pick that up and rack it. And our lay bet down here pays 300. We pick that up and rack it. And they swipe all of that from us. All right, we were in a hole there, kind of worked ourselves out. That's back our original rack, which is 2,400, 100, which gives you the 2,500. Then we've got 50, 65, $67 a head. I took a couple extra rolls because we had some quick 7 outs when we had that pass line. Then I switched to the don't pass. Now, this is an interesting strategy because it gives you the option what you want to play down here. And you do 110 on the inside. Once you hit twice, you can go to a lay bet. Or you can spice it up and do a whirl bet, any 7, a yo, craps. You can do hard ways down here. You could hop even. My opinion, the all-day hard ways might be worth playing because you can be out there all day until the number hits or a 7 hits. I like them. I start at 5 each. 1 hit basically pays that off for you. Some of the other prop bets, I'll play the horn from time to time. I'll play the hot bets too from time to time. But for this, you have the chaos of doing either don't or pass line. You have inside bets. We could have bought the 4 and 10 instead of laying it. But today I felt like laying it, and that worked out to our favor. Is once you hit that twice, that means you're already at least 3 rolls in, okay? But it could be more depending on if you're hitting the 4 or 10 before these 2. If you're hitting yo or craps as well. So you expect that 7 to show up 1 out of every 6 rolls. Sometimes it comes right away. Other times it doesn't come at all, it seems like. But this is called controlled chaos. This demonstration was on a $25 table. And you don't have to play full odds on the pass line. You don't have to play full odds on the don't pass. But I kind of like it because it gives you a lot of options. You know, you could actually play a field bet. If things are going really well, that is when you play the field bet. You don't play the field bet when you're behind. People will argue about that, but I don't play the field bet when I'm behind. When I'm ahead for the session, I've been known to throw a field bet out there a time or two. So, any questions about this? Put them in the comments. Let's get some dialogue. But it's very interesting how you're mixing don't pass with lay bets and inside numbers. The ideal is if you're on a don't pass and you get like a 10 and then you lay the 4, to me that would be ideal. The odds are not good on the 4 and 10 in the lays, but there's only 3 ways to roll a 4, 3 ways to roll a 10, 6 ways to roll a 7. So it's up to you. Yeah, good. Go ahead and subscribe if you like what you're seeing, and we'll see you in the next episode.